Hendo, congratulations, a 46-12 victory over Oldham in the 1895 Cup this afternoon. What are your initial thoughts after that victory?
Well, I'm pleased. I'm pleased that we're through now into the semi-final of the competition. So, but most pleasing for me is I'm proud of the performance that the players delivered. You know, certainly that first half, I thought we were exemplary in that first half in terms of everything we spoke about through the week, in terms of the theme building into the game, and so the areas that we wanted to focus on. I thought as a group collectively delivered on that to a high standard, and was a big reason and a big part of why we were 34-6 up. So, you know, I thought we were fantastic defensively, and I thought what we did with the ball, we made smarter decisions this week, a little bit more patient as well, and I thought that our ball control overall was far superior to what it was last week. So, you know, adding the fact that our discipline improved tenfold, and that put us in some really good field position and gave us some really good opportunities to execute some of our attacking play, which again I thought was built around some great lines of run and some great execution of skill, and I thought we scored some wonderful tries, but we earned those for the work that we invested at the start of that game. So really pleased with that. Second half, obviously we came out, I think you could argue it was a little bit more scratchy, a little bit more clunky that second half. We probably didn't stay to task as well as we would have liked to have done, but I still have to credit the guys, you know, second half in terms of some of the defensive effort that was on display, because, you know, I suppose ultimately we did invite Oldham into some good field position and gave them some opportunity, but there was some tremendous goal line defending, some great scramble, great effort for one another, which was really pleasing to see. So I think overall, you know, for me it was the right step forward for us. You know, it wasn't an 80-minute performance, but certainly a lot more improvement shown from the week before. So I'm pleased overall with that.
Yeah, you touched on the start there. How pleasing was that? You know, given, like I say, as a response from last weekend and a real sort of, statement of intent in this game as well.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it was a great start of the game for us, and like I said, it's something that we've addressed as a group, and like I said, I'm really pleased that the team went out there and delivered that.
A couple of tries each for Will Dagger and Richie Myler this afternoon. How pleased were you with their contributions?
Yeah, really pleased. Like I said, I thought it was a really strong team performance overall, and I mean, considering the fact that we had a couple of late withdrawals in Ollie Field and Joe Brown, just being ill at the back end of the week there, just meant we had to reshuffle things a little bit. We probably looked a little bit light on the bench with only having one recognised middle, but I thought the players that had to play in different roles today did a tremendous job. You know, I'm probably referring to Nick Williams in particular, and even Will Jupp to a degree. But I just thought it was a really strong team performance overall. So I think, yes, it's great that we recognise Richie and Will for those brace of tries. Richie should have had 3, if I'm honest. I felt, looking on the replay that we had, that was a try that he scored. So it's a shame he didn't get a hat-trick on his 400th career appearance. But again, he played a large part in a lot of the good work that we did, and so did Will Dagger, but along with a lot of the other players within the team. I just felt everybody did their job to a high standard today, which ultimately led to a really strong team performance.
And I guess it says a lot about the group, doesn't it, that you can, I guess, cope with having 2 late dropouts, as you mentioned, in Brownie and Ollie Field, and still find a way around that and come through with a really strong performance.
Absolutely. Well, like I said, I've got a lot of trust and confidence in this group of players. They're a talented group of players, but they're a good team, and I know we didn't probably showcase that as well as we would have liked to last week in the Challenge Cup. But one thing I did say after that game was you couldn't fault the character or the effort of the group. To say the manner in which we were down to so many players, and the ill discipline that we showed in terms of errors, penalties, yellow cards, red cards, the fact that we kept the scoreline respectable and we're still in the contest with 10 minutes to go, I thought spoke volumes of this group. And the fact that we were able then this week to eradicate those disciplinary issues, be a lot better with our ball control, and actually be a lot more smarter with and without the ball, and I just thought that just led to a really strong team performance today, and earned us the result and the right to be in the semi-final stage of this competition. So, yeah, I think some really good lessons learned from today, for the group, and hopefully we can carry that forward into round 1 of the competition.
As you touched on, into the semi-finals now, only 80 minutes away from Wembley.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting, but we parked that bus now, as we know, because that's not until May now. It's a long way away. So our focus now is probably on these next 2 weeks, getting our training plan right and getting things ready for preparation, which is going to be a tough test for us in round 1 away at Doncaster. You know, I think they've built a very, very competitive championship side this year with some really good players. You know, and they've obviously come off the back of a promotion-winning run as well. So, yeah, look, we know we're going to be challenged certainly in round 1, but we're just going to keep focusing on us and getting those small improvements in our game right. And the 17 that take the field that day, well, you know, I've got confidence that they can deliver a performance off the back of this one.
Just finally, a word on Richie Myler, obviously reaching 400 career appearances, a massive achievement in his career, and obviously great to see you know, that rewarded with the victory this afternoon.
Yeah, I'm super proud of him. You know, I mean, and I said it pre-game. You know, he needs to be proud of what he's achieved. It's an incredible achievement. You know, to make 400 career appearances, and let's not forget, you know, the large amount of those 400 games have come at the top flight for, you know, over a 15-year Super League career. You know, and you know he's done everything. He's won trophies at the top level. He's amassed majority of those appearances. He's represented his country, England, but he's also represented his country of heritage, Ireland, and you know, it speaks volumes for me. You know, you don't get to 400 games unless you're doing something right, and that tells me he's been a good professional. He's obviously been durable, that's one thing, but ultimately, you know, he's delivered a level of performance, you know, to a high standard consistently well, which has made him earn the right to get those appearances on the board. So, no, really pleased for him, and it was wonderful to have his family down here today to celebrate that day with him. It's important that we recognise, you know, milestones of that magnitude, and I just hope he's enjoyed the occasion, enjoyed the day, and I'm just thankful that he was able to go and deliver a good performance for the team himself, but ultimately his teammates supported him on that with a great team performance.